Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. It's been a few days, but I thought we would go ahead and talk about some more Conjuring House drama. Now, it's been a while since I've actually had sat down and paid attention to what was going on. I know there was a lot of talk about her finding ways to message other people. Well, not other people, but the same people that she has already been kind of harassing already. She has found another way to do so, which that's really no surprise. That was something that I think was already going to be talked about so much, so I just decided not to go ahead and talk about it because we already kind of had a feeling that this was going to continuously happen anyways. But apparently there is an actual article on a website that actually goes into more detail about probably the things that I was more curious to hear, which are what is going on with the owner specifically, and has any actions been taken. I don't know, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this article. Guys, if you like this type of content, want some more content like this, where I go over some things on the lines of this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'll try to keep it classy, of course. Okay. And it goes into Matt Rife and Elton Castee. People were telling me, by the way, they were correcting me that saying that Matt Rife is actually he's very professional. He's very much a business owner. He's very much smart financially. So people were correcting me on that, which I appreciate. All right, so here we go. Burrillville, the Conjuring House, the centuries-old farmhouse that inspired a movie based on the experiences of a family who said they were beset by a malevolent spirit in the 1970s, is embroiled in a controversy that probably has nothing to do with the ghosts. Yeah, no, it does have. No, it has nothing to do with, the spirits or the people's names or anything like that of the house. It's just between the owner and the staff. That's where the drama is. And then, of course, how she is going after other people and whatnot on social media. And I've actually heard people who, when the Conjuring House Facebook page was up, actually saying that they were getting messages from Jacqueline Nunez because they would leave a comment in there completely disagreeing with everything she was saying. All right. Former employees or their families have filed complaints with police in the state alleging that the owner of the house has harassed them or owes them money, which is, I think that goes to show that her business was just not doing good. The fact that she even tried to, it seems, claw money out of some of her employees' pockets. She sounded desperate to get money from them. At least to me. Nunez, who told the Providence Journal that the former employees had stolen from her, says she has twice been committed to hospital psychiatric wards, part of the move, according to her, to wrest control of the house, which draws crowds as a haunted tourist attraction. So it seems like she actually was committed. It seems like she actually was committed. Which, I don't know if this website is like 100% legit. I've never heard of the Providence Journal before. My apologies. I've never heard of this page. My thing is, how has she, like, I guess they can't force her to stay there, but if there's, like, something really wrong, then you would think they would be able to, like, really say, hey, no, we need to keep you for a few more days. But apparently she has been committed a couple times now, and she keeps getting out. So I'm not sure I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure what's being talked about behind the scenes, but it seems like some actions were taken. So that's at least a plus. That's a good thing. I'm not saying this because I want to see her locked up behind bars. People might misunderstand that. I want to see her get literally psychiatric help to where she can finally sit down and talk to somebody about her problems and what she's going through. And she's going through a lot. You can't deny that. Meanwhile, comedian Matt Rife, who in April bought a nearby $3 million residential compound on a reservoir in North Smithfield, has offered to buy the house and settle any financial disputes, according to a post by fellow comedian associate Elton Castee on the social media site X. Nunez told the Providence Journal in an interview at the house on July 29th that two Burrillville police officers, accompanied by two mental health workers, had forced her, so they did actually go in there and to say, you need to come with us. Forced her to go to Landmark Medical Center, where she kept overnight for psychological evaluation before being released on September 3rd. So she was there for a couple days. On July 29th, that two Burrillville police officers, accompanied by two mental health workers, had forced her to go to Landmark Medical Center, where she was kept overnight for psychological evaluation before being released. On September 3rd, she texted a Journal reporter, Burrillville got me committed again. She said she was being held at Our Lady of Fatima Hospital. Burrillville Police Chief Colonel Stephen J. Lynch declined to discuss the specifics of what was going on at the house, except to say, regarding the incident earlier this month, we responded with a healthcare agency, and we had a standby role. He declined to say whether the visit was concerning Nunes. Well, apparently it was definitely concerning Nunes, so... On Tuesday, Nunes left a voicemail with the Journal reporter saying she didn't expect to be released until Thursday at the earliest, if ever. She has said the psychiatric commitment is a move by former employee of the Conjuring House to gain control of the property from her. When Nunes bought the house from Corey and Jen Heidensen, she agreed to only stay in the house for a week or a month after the Heinzen said the stress of living in what many regard as the most haunted house in America could be unhealthy. That was one of the conditions of the sale. Nunes told the Journal shortly after closing the deal in May 2022, whoever bought this could not live here year round. So, of course, we're going to be going straight back to the Conjuring house being the reason why she was having her episodes, the reason why it was dangerous, the reason why it was all this, that, and this. Look, if you're anybody on the face of the planet and you are stuck and you are living in a house 24/7 and you are like isolating yourself from the world in a single house, it doesn't matter if it's haunted or not, that can overall have a mental effect on you. I guarantee you that. It doesn't matter if it's haunted or not. Isolating yourself, shutting yourself out from the world, not going out, getting fresh air, talking to people, socializing with people is a dangerous game, and it can always have an effect on you. So keep that in mind. It does not have to be just a haunted house. Oh, this is new. I did not see this part. Castay and Rife have appeared on stage on Instagram together. Representative Rife responded to Journal seeking and confirm Rife's interest in the house. Hey, Elton and Matt. This is from Corey Plante. Hey, Elton and Matt. Would you be up for talking about the interest of a newspaper local to the Conjuring House? I could also potentially connect you with the current owner. Already talked to her, and we'll keep all things private until there's anything formal to discuss, which is probably for the best. Interest to a local newspaper to the Conjuring. So this is like I think an offer be like in a newspaper talking about the whole thing and about buying the house, I guess. And this is him basically saying we're going to keep everything private until we feel more comfortable and we have a green lit to actually talk about everything in a more public public. First off and foremost, I just want to say getting this house out of under her hands is probably the best thing, not only for the house itself, which of course we're all concerned about. We don't want to see that old, historical location burned to the ground or God knows what. We don't want to see that. So I would say I would definitely want just someone to get it out from under her grasp, because this is literally the worst case scenario for this business, is to have someone who is struggling right now to be owning it and to be trying to run this business. And she's running it, but into the ground. So I think it doesn't matter who it is. Elton and apparently Matt are very good business owners, which that is good news for a lot of people. You want to see it. I think they'll have respect for the spirits of the property, no doubt, and really treat the place with respect. I think they will make it, public. They would make it reasonable. They would, set a certain amount of rules. I think they should take away you have to show us the footage before posting your video rule. I think that is the silliest thing. It makes that place look sketchy as all hell. I'm very much on the side of Elton buying it, and Matt Rife too. I did not know Matt Rife at the time. So like when people were leaving those comments, just understand, guys, that I didn't know Matt Rife as well as I know like Elton or other people. So I'm cool with this. I think it's a good move. Again, anybody at this point would be a better option for certainty. And then it would literally take that house away from her and then allow her to maybe go talk to somebody, go seek out help. And look, I do find this interesting. The stuff above here, I do find that interesting that she was released and she's saying that this was like a ploy or a plot to try to get the house taken away from her. Again, I don't see why you would want the house at this point. Regardless of how much I love this place, regardless of how much I personally believe this place is a gorgeous building and probably has loads of history, I can't deny that if I was ever offered the Conjuring house, like ever, and I had the money to buy it, I probably wouldn't buy it. First off, it's a stressful thing to want to own a business like that, but at the same time, it's not just that. At the same time, this reputation of this house is now like has been immersed in drama and fakery, and it's sad. It's so sad. Even now, I'm sitting here thinking, like, even if Elton and all them buy it, is it really going to bring as many people back as it used to before the years of, like, Sam and Colby's Week at the Conjuring House? I don't know. Ever since the whole method was debunked, and I'm sorry, guys, I know there's a lot of people out there who still do not believe that the method was debunked. I personally believe that I would literally bet my life on it. That's how confident I am that it's been debunked. I'd bet my life on it. That method really took a lot of people out of it. And then once they got shown like the true colors got shown, then everybody around them started getting questioned. And then with all this stuff about the owner and everything that she's done, it's not going to be an easy thing. It's not going to be an easy thing trying to wash this place and just get rid of it. It's not the spirits that are the problem. It's not the history that's the problem. Well, in some cases, apparently the history was lied about at the location, so maybe it is a little bit of the history. The thing they need to focus on is just giving it time. Reset everything. Go into that house. Do something different. People are saying you shouldn't even change the name of the Conjuring house. That's a stupid idea. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it is. The only thing that, again, that the only reason why it is called the Conjuring House is because of the movie that, let's face it, got a lot of things wrong. And hell, even ruined someone's reputation, a real person's reputation. It literally caused her tombstone to be desecrated over and over again. As much as I love that first film, I love it. I think it's a fantastic movie. You can't deny that there's just so much surrounding that series right now. And then, of course, everything with Ed and Lorraine Warren being talked about right now. We haven't even delved into that. Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren are being talked about as being fake. Selena Spooky Boo herself came out with a video saying that Ed and Lorraine Warren are fake. What is really holding that title onto that house besides just popularity? Nothing. The Conjuring franchise is a popular franchise. But everything that's involved with it right now is so shady. So, what I would do if I was to own the Conjuring house, I'd change the name. Look, you can say the house that inspired the Conjuring, right? On the title somewhere. That's fine. But name it something else, right? Just get rid of the Conjuring house. Call it the Harrisville Farmhouse, the old Arnold estate, the house that inspired the Conjuring. I mean, you could literally do something else with it. And I guarantee you people would still come. I guarantee you. But like on social media, change the title. Show some respect to the spirits. If you truly believe that the spirits have been just in my opinion, straight up disrespected by the fact that there was so much fakery going on under the name of the Conjuring House. I'm sorry. If you believe in spirits, if you believe in the history, I would change the name to the fucking Harrisville Farmhouse. Give them back something, After dealing with all this bullshit, the house needs a fresh start. And I don't care what anybody says. Changing the title is a bad idea. It's a stupid idea. They're going to lose business that way. They've already lost almost all business. Maybe changing the name, doing something a little different, throwing a little bit of new spice in there. Take a risk. Might fix it. You never know. At this rate, the Conjuring House now is being referred to as the Content House for reasons, for many reasons. Because everything that surrounds it has felt like it's been all about content. It's all about how we can make more of this. It's about how we can up the stories, make it sound creepier. It's unfortunately been tainted by years of lying, and I'm not saying everybody who worked there has lied. Obviously, there has been stories about some staff members actually telling the truth, which is admirable. I'm curious to know, guys, what do you think about this? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think this is some interesting stuff? And if you have any more information about the owner going to any of these psychiatric wards, please let me know in the comments section. I had heard rumors. I heard speculations about it. I didn't know if it was actually true, but if she's saying they actually did, then maybe that actually gives a little bit more oomph to what those other posts were saying and comments were saying. People were saying in the comment section she had already been committed, and that was like a month ago. And that would actually add up. So let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will continue to talk about this stuff. Not the stuff that we already kind of are aware of, but the stuff that we were not aware of. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please do take care. If you can't, can't stay, can't start to